The atmosphere was electric as the crowd buzzed with anticipation for the highly anticipated live event. Expectations were high as Jake Paul, the YouTube sensation turned professional boxer, was set to face none other than the legendary Iron Mike Tyson. Fans around the world were eager to witness this monumental clash between two distinct eras in boxing. Jake Paul, known for his brash confidence and strategic selection of opponents, had built a reputation by taking on older, retired fighters who were no longer at their peak. This approach allowed him to amass a respectable record and cultivate an image of invincibility. However, this strategy also drew criticism from boxing purists who viewed his career as more of a spectacle than a legitimate sporting endeavor. When Paul announced his intention to fight Mike Tyson, the boxing community was abuzz with speculation and excitement. Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion who dominated the division in the late 1980s and early 1990s, had long been a formidable figure in boxing. At 58 years old, Tyson was well past his prime and had retired from professional boxing many years prior. Despite his age and time away from the ring, the mere possibility of Tyson stepping back into the squared circle was enough to captivate fans worldwide. Paul, with his youthful energy and recent in-ring experience, seemed to view Tyson as just another aging fighter he could conquer and add to his list of victories. The fight was sanctioned with modified rules to accommodate Tyson's advanced age. The match featured 2-minute rounds and 14-ounce gloves, intended to provide extra protection, especially for Tyson. Despite these adjustments, a palpable tension filled the air as fight night approached. Paul and his team were confident that Tyson's age and long hiatus from the sport would render him vulnerable, making him an easy target for Paul to exploit. They believed that Paul's youth and recent training would give him the upper hand against the aging legend. However, Paul's camp underestimated the depth of Tyson's experience and the raw power that had made him one of boxing's most feared competitors. Tyson, though older and slower, was still a formidable presence in the ring. His training leading up to the fight was intense, showcasing his enduring dedication to the sport. He entered the ring not just as a former champion, but as a man who still possessed the instincts and power that had cemented his legendary status. As the fight commenced, the disparity in experience between the two fighters became immediately evident. Paul, full of youthful energy, came out aggressively, attempting to establish his reach and control the fight's pace. Tyson, with decades of experience, quickly neutralized Paul's strategy. He moved with surprising speed and agility for his age, effectively cutting off the ring and forcing Paul onto the back foot. Tyson's footwork and ring control were masterful, leaving Paul with little room to maneuver. Tyson's strategy was clear from the outset. He focused on breaking down Paul's defense with powerful body shots. Each punch thudded into Paul's midsection, carrying the weight of Tyson's experience and power. These were not tentative jabs from an aging fighter, but calculated blows from a seasoned veteran. Tyson's ability to target Paul's ribs and liver with such precision left the younger man visibly shaken. Paul, who had likely expected Tyson to be slower and more hesitant, found himself struggling to cope with the ferocity of Tyson's attack. The fight quickly transformed into a showcase of Tyson's enduring skills. His ability to slip past Paul's punches and land his own was a testament to his ring IQ and experience. Every time Paul attempted to create distance, Tyson would step in with a punishing hook or uppercut, reminding Paul that there was no escape. The younger man's attempts to mount an offense were met with stiff resistance, as Tyson's defense proved nearly impenetrable. The difference in skill level became increasingly clear, and Paul's frustration began to show as the round progressed. The turning point came midway through the first round. After softening Paul up with body shots, Tyson unleashed a perfectly timed right hook that caught Paul square on the chin. The impact was immediate and devastating. Paul's head snapped back, his legs buckled, and he staggered backward, clearly dazed by the force of the punch. The crowd, sensing the fight's imminent conclusion, erupted in anticipation. Tyson, ever the predator, moved in for the kill with the precision of a seasoned finisher. He delivered a brutal combination, a left hook to the body followed by a right uppercut to the chin, sending Paul crashing to the canvas. The knockout punch was a stark reminder of the power that had made Tyson a legend. Paul lay motionless on the mat as the referee rushed in to stop the fight, waving it off before Tyson could land any more blows. The entire fight lasted just under 2 minutes, a testament to Tyson's enduring power and Paul's misjudgment of the challenge he had undertaken. In the aftermath, the contrasting reactions of the two fighters were telling. Tyson returned to his corner with the calm demeanor of a man who had simply done his job. There was no celebration, no grandstanding, just the quiet confidence of a warrior who had proven once again that he was still a force to be reckoned with. Paul, on the other hand, was left to grapple with the harsh reality of his defeat. His carefully constructed image as an invincible disruptor had been shattered in less than 2 minutes by a fighter who, despite his age, still possessed the ability to end a fight with a single punch. The fight served as a humbling experience for Paul. Up until that point, he had been able to control the narrative around his boxing career, positioning himself as a disruptor who could bring new energy to the sport. However, his loss to Tyson exposed the limits of his abilities and the dangers of underestimating the sport of boxing. It was a stark reminder that boxing is not merely a game or a platform for social media stunts, but is a sport that demands respect, dedication, and a deep understanding of the craft. For Tyson, the victory was a reaffirmation of his legendary status. Despite the passage of time, he demonstrated that true greatness cannot be manufactured or faked. It is earned through years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. Tyson's performance was a testament to the enduring power of experience and skill, reminding everyone that even in an era dominated by social media and spectacle, the fundamentals of boxing still matter. The fight also had broader implications for the sport as a whole. Tyson's knockout of Paul sent a clear message. While boxing may evolve and change, the core values of discipline, skill, and respect must remain intact. It underscored that the ring is not a place for shortcuts or gimmicks, but a battleground where only the strongest, most skilled, and most dedicated can thrive. The outcome was a victory not just for Tyson, but for boxing itself, a reaffirmation of the sport's enduring legacy and its ability to humble those who take it lightly. As the boxing world moves forward, the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will likely be remembered as a significant moment to clash that brought together two very different worlds and highlighted the enduring truths of the sport. Tyson's knockout of Paul was more than just a victory, it was a statement about the nature of boxing itself. In a sport where fame can sometimes overshadow skill, Tyson's performance was a powerful reminder that it is the fighters who dedicate themselves to the craft who will stand the test of time. For Paul, the road ahead remains uncertain. The loss to Tyson could serve as a turning point, pushing him to either dedicate himself fully to the sport or reconsider his path. The days of cherry-picking fights to build his record are likely over. If Paul is serious about boxing, he will need to face real challenges and prove his worth in the ring. The lessons of this fight will resonate long after the final bell has rung, serving as a reminder of what it takes to succeed in one of the world's most demanding sports. In the end, the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson was a clash of eras, a meeting between the old guard and the new. It was a moment that crystallized the tensions within the sport of boxing. Tyson's victory celebrated the sport's rich history, while Paul's defeat was a necessary correction in the trajectory of his career. Though brief, the fight's impact will be felt for years to come, shaping the narratives of both fighters and the sport they inhabit. Tyson's knockout of Paul was a clear demonstration that experience and skill hold immense value in boxing. It emphasized that no matter how much the sport evolves, the fundamentals remain paramount. For fans, it was a thrilling reminder of why boxing has such enduring appeal, a sport where legends can rise, and true champions are defined by their resilience and mastery. As the boxing world reflects on this event, It will undoubtedly influence future matchups and the strategies fighters employ. The success of seasoned veterans like Tyson against newer entrants like Paul highlights the importance of respecting the craft and understanding that longevity in boxing is a testament to one's dedication and prowess. It serves as an inspiration for upcoming boxers to commit fully to their training and to honor the traditions of the sport. For Jake Paul, the defeat may well be the catalyst needed to transform his approach to boxing. Whether he chooses to continue pursuing a boxing career with renewed dedication or shifts his focus elsewhere, the experience will remain a pivotal moment in his journey. The fight underscored the harsh realities of the sport and the necessity of earning one's place through hard work and genuine skill. In conclusion, the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson fight was more than just a high-profile bout. It was a meaningful event that encapsulated the essence of boxing. It brought together different generations, showcased the timeless nature of the sport's challenges, and reinforced the importance of respect, skill, and dedication. Tyson's triumph over Paul not only honored his legacy, but also reinforced the enduring principles that make boxing a revered and respected sport worldwide. As the sport continues to evolve, moments like these remind us of its rich history and the enduring spirit that drives its greatest competitors.